Captain's been on my arse about you all morning. Don't come through to get anything for breakfast. You don't show up to this morning's briefing or any other meeting. It's not like you. What are you playing at? You better be in there. I swear to God. If you're sick, you know you're allowed to tell people, right? I'm coming in. So you better be alive in there. Well, you look like shit. What? Oh, is that rude to say? As if I haven't been worrying about you all morning. That's all you have to say? That's sweet of me. Shut up. Well, don't you go telling anyone else I'm sweet on you. What's your excuse then? You are sick. Kind of. What does that mean? You either are or you aren't? And then why didn't you tell anyone? Your phone's in your bag. And you couldn't get it because it's not that far. What, your leg's not working? Shit, are they? Right, you better tell me everything. No, I have not read through your medical file. Just because I'm your superior officer doesn't mean that I go and check on everyone's private information. I mean, if you're in some sort of accident and we needed to know your blood type or something, sure. But I don't make it a habit to invade you lot's privacy. Why? Something I should know. Right. You've had that how long? I suppose what with, this job and all, keeping you active, potentially gaining even more injuries, not exactly helping, is it? But why do this, then, if that's not rude to ask? No, yeah, I guess, I haven't noticed until now, so I suppose you are fine most of the time. Or some of the time. Is this why you're always sneaking off? To go wallow in pain? You know, all of us have got aches and pains, right? I'm not trying to compare any problems we've got to what you've got is obviously more serious, but we've all been injured. We all know what it's like to be in pain. None of us are gonna shame each other or you for not feeling your best. You could have told us. You could have told me. Did you really think I'd give a shit? Idiot. Yeah, well, I don't care if it's not very nice to call you that when you're in pain. As you said, I am sweet on you, lovey, aren't I? What makes you think I wouldn't want to know when you're having a rough day? Is it anything I've done, or is it because of the way other people have been? Yeah, I thought so. Look, I get that shit's hard to shake off. You know, I've been having to learn how to let people in after learning from other people that I shouldn't. But this lot, they're not so bad. Best family I've ever had. And I've had to, especially with you, learn that, you know, shitty people's opinions are not shared with everyone else. It's got to try and find the good ones. I don't know if I consider myself good, but certainly not judgmental about stuff like this. How bad is it? Like, scale of 1 to 10. Right. Price knows, though, right, that I presume he at least is aware of how bad this can get. You did tell him, right? Kind of. Okay, let me guess. You, polite little shit that you are, decided to tell him that, oh, yeah, I get a bit sick sometimes, but nothing that really should impede any missions or anything you have to worry about. Yeah, thought so. I mean, he's not stupid, he probably suspects it's worse than what you said. Maybe he even knows that's why you missed the meeting. Didn't tell me, though. Guess he either thought, it was none of my business, or that I already knew. Or that you'd tell me when you were ready. But I know you better than that. You were never going to be ready. You're too worried about bothering other people. And I suppose, though, for different reasons, I can understand what it feels like to think that you're a burden to other people. That you're going to drag them down. So as pissed off with me as you might be for coming in uninvited, I think this was necessary. Don't you think? Well, I can help now. If you want. I don't want to infantilize you or anything. But if you need it, I'm here. Certainly big and strong enough to carry you around if you can't walk sometimes. You know we'd all support you, right? Not just me. Oh, I'm sure gas and soap will be all over you if they ever find out. Smothering you in their affection. What about me? Well, I'm not going to crowd you, if that's not what you want. I can just be here. Whether to help you get things done because you can't move, or whether to just sit with you. If you want company, it's up to you, lovey. I'm not going to force anything on you, but I am here, and I would like to help. I'd like you to tell us in future if you are having a rough day. Don't make me make that into an order. Yeah, that's a good pop. Right, I think first thing to do is I better go find your phone, yeah? And then you can write out a nice little text to our dear captain and explain exactly how much pain you're in and exactly what you are not capable of doing. Or I can call him if you want. He's not going to be mad. Look, we've all had to be on bed rest before. And it's frustrating. I know how frustrating it is firsthand. You want to be able to do things. I can't imagine what that would feel like knowing there's no set end date to the recovery time. But he's not gonna be disappointed. And he's certainly not gonna not believe you. Like you said, he's got your medical information if he needs to verify it. But even if not everything's in there, even if it's got worse, or if doctors haven't believed you and haven't written it down, like, we know you. You wouldn't lie about this kind of thing. And frankly, all it takes is one look at you to know that you're not lying about it, so no offence, lovey. Right. Where'd you put your bag? There we go. So, do you feel up for calling him? Or texting? Or would you rather I do it? You're not being a coward if you'd rather I do it, by the way. It's got to be pretty draining being in so much pain, so if you don't feel like you've got the mental energy to, I don't mind. Especially if you're scared about what he's going to say, but trust me, he's not going to be angry with you. How about this? I'll call him from your phone, so he's more likely to pick up. And if he asks to speak to you, which he probably will, I'm going to hand the phone over to you, alright? I'll be right here. You know, he's like big fucking softy. It's ringing. And then afterwards, you can go fall asleep if you want. Looks like you might need it. Or, given that you missed breakfast, I can go get you some food. Yeah? Yeah, alright, I'll do that. Shh. No, sir, it's me. Yeah, I'm with them. No, they are. How much did they tell you about their health conditions? Yes. Thank you all so much for watching, my lovelies. A reminder that I have a Patreon. If everyone who subscribed to me here gave just £1 a month on Patreon, that would help me out a lot, allow me to move out and keep making audios. Rewards of being a patron of mine include access to my Discord, ad-free streaming and downloads of my audios, 2 exclusive spicy audios every month, and the ability to leave audio requests. I also stream on Twitch most Mondays and Wednesdays, and I have an Etsy shop called Empty Masks where I sell fan art and original art. My Etsy also has stickers and other merch of my audio original characters under the The Vampire Prince section of my shop. Thank you so much to my new Patreon members. My new fledglings, Demeter, Drowsy EXA, Sad Badger, Miss Zombie, Covid, Megan Payne, Addy, That Anxious MB, CG Gapsis, I Goofed Up, Kuro, Rambling, Bingus Boy, Rumeru, Megan S, CO401, Blazing Lowell, Apollo, L, Shion, Quico, Lace, Ryan Scorn 3D, Froggy, Sydney Bertrand, Annalise E, Hiccup, Juzu, Kenzie.com, Cass, Jaquera Barrow, Coco, Nova, Nicole Dory, Oates, Elliot the Indivine, Leaf, Prophet, Grayson Gallop, Cassia, Morrigan, Annan, J. Davis, Ezzy, The Solar System, Beppo, Adam, Eliana Penninger, Poison Siren, Zethus, Corbu, Bree Maybe, Gogo, Luna, Arachne Created, Kieran McCarthy, Hannah Maxey, Elaine, Aralnux, Anonymoso, Onyx Euphenia, and Star. And my new familiars, Hills VT, Period, Care Bear, Felix, Clumsy Avony, and Nyx.